my people, today we have a female gospel artist in studio, and she's a music producer and she practiced Pharmacist. Yes, she goes by the name Shera.
Hello, Shera. Karibu sana. Thank you for stopping by, and you look amazing.
Thank you. So do you guys. You look awesome.
Thank you. So, tell us, where did Shera come from, or why Shera? And yes, to start off.
Okay. So goodness, where do I start? Okay, I studied pharmacy. I was going to be a pharmacist. I went to high school in Kenya, and then I did my university in England. I studied pharmacy, but I always loved music. Actually, I always wanted to do music from the start, but I just got the whole thing, the push that you should do pharmacy. But, I couldn't let the passion die. So when I was studying pharmacy and I started working, I started doing night classes for being a music producer. Because in England, we don't have as much access to music producers, and I didn't know how to make my music work. So I decided that if I do a course, then at least I know where to start. Plus, they were doing like a sponsorship for female producers, because there are not many. So I went to do the course and all that. I bought my kit. And so I used to have this habit of coming from work, maybe watching telly for like maybe just half an hour, then jump straight onto my computer, because it's fun. I actually love doing it. So I did my two first songs, they were all right. Just maybe one beat to do what. When I listen to them now, they're like, okay, they're not amazing, but they're all right. Then that just evolved. Eventually, I hooked up with some Kenyan producers while I was still in England. We did some projects together, and then eventually I came back to Kenya. So actually, I came back as Liz Kamau. That was, I think, 3 years ago or something like that. Then at the beginning of last year, I decided I want to do music seriously, for real now. And I want to be Shera like forever. It's just Shera.
So Shera, is it a short form nickname?
Yes. So my middle name is Wajera.
Oh.
And the reason I call myself Shera is because the only person that you've ever called me Shera was my late dad. So, and I was very close to him. So I just thought, I'm going to call myself Shera.
It's a beautiful name.
Yeah. Thank you
Sounds
so
like it's
much.
from the Bible or something.
So what genre of music do you do? And what have been some of your music influences?
Okay, so I think that has changed over time. Initially, I was more like mellow R&B sound. And then when I came to Kenya, I switched to the whole zouk, just whatever was happening, really. But I still have not identified myself with this style because I didn't want to limit myself. I'm still discovering. So at the moment, honestly, I think I can do anything. I'm open to it. I can even do kewosho, Yeah.
And who are some of the artists that have influenced the kind of music that you do, or the type of music that you write?
I think it's across the board, both internationally, all the big female artists like Tasha Cobbs, Cassie J, Cissy Winans back in the day, and also in Kenya, Kambua, Masi Masika. I remember back in the day, actually, when I was in England, I think it was 2012. I remember there's this song of Alice Kamande, the really nice one, and I used to listen to it, and I don't know, that song just inspired me a lot. So when you're there and you're a pharmacist and music is like a dream that you're looking at, like, can this ever happen? There are people out there you see and you're like, maybe it can. Those are the people that also really, and Kambu as well, really just inspired me a lot.
Do you perform? And if you've ever performed, what is the biggest stage you've ever graced?
Biggest stage, can I remember? Honestly, I think I would have to say church, leading worship, not singing like one of my songs. Yeah.
You still lead worship to date?
Well, I'm part of a choir, but I've not really led yet in Kenya, but like in England, I used to be in the worship.
So, when did you decide to pursue gospel music? Tell us about it.
Okay, so I got born again when I was very little, to be honest. I think I was in class 7 or something. And, I was in Christian Union in high school, whatever. I did go through a stage where I did all the crazy things that people do, I did.
What are those crazy things?
No, like I went through the stage. I remember after was it after high school or what? Yes, it was after high school. during like my first year of uni. You know, when you get to uni, there's so much like, oh, you can get to drink booze for £1 or 50 or something. So we all did it, you know what I mean? Because we were like, because we really wanted to blend with everybody, you know? And I remember the first New Year's of my first year at uni, I was completely out of it because the next day I was just told stories. You abused the bus driver. You did, I don't know what, you blacked out. So I just said, you know what? Okay, fine, I've lived the world. I've done all those crazy things. I've drunk, I've clubbed, I've partied, I've worn like baby size clothes, you know? You know, in fact, I have a funny story. There's once a pastor came to church and he said, bring that dress you used to club with. I was like, hey, me, I'll go and hold this dress. No. So when it was holding, me, I just folded the thing. It was just there, like, you're not seeing my dress, but, you know, being there, done that. So I reached a place where I realized the world is empty for me, like empty. And the thing that I was missing was just that relationship with God. So I decided that I'm going to walk with God. And so after that, it was a journey, church, joined choir. Then because I was already born again, gospel music was just a natural progression.
Okay, and we always have a segment to play games. And talking of clubs and cheersing and all that, right about now, game spot, alafu niwaambie nini inafanyika. Nilikuwa naambia cheers yenyewe ukweli because, you know, party cups, definitely. Hata juice watu cheers. So can you stop thinking outside the box? So the game is called Stack the Cups. I'm gonna run the timer. Kila mtu atakuwa na opportunity. Ukipata hizi vikombe unazitoanisha zote. And then timer, and then I'm the one who's recording the time. Nani atamaliza kuzistack zote zikuwe hivi in the shortest time. Okay. That's the game.
And what do you do?
You just stack the cups.
Yeah.
No need. Tutaanza hapa na wewe uko karibu.
So you're the one who dismantles for us.
Akistack utajisiezi kujambaka huko.
No, as in you dismantle before.
Wait, dismantle.
Or how are you going to stack them when you're already stacked? Nzula.
End week.
No, you're not understanding. As in when at what time do you start the
So I'll say 1, 2, 3. Go, and then I start the timer.
You see manna fall from heaven.
And you can't take like a couple together?
No, can you dismantle those two?
That's why I said I was like, that's how it's supposed to show you like that. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah, kati. You remember kati when you used to do kati with
hizi vitu za kunini.
Kakasuku.
Wewe mimi sijui kutumia timer mtu wangu.
I played the other games. But
what is
Chama
What is supposed to be a timer to go?
I don't know.
You are busy playing Chama Macha
Chama Macha Baba is when you
see,
play with
that's
dolls,
like-
and then there's a father figure and a mother figure.
Kuna yote
and
mengine
then you go
ya
check
the other one.
skewy things and then
It's
start.
best on an iPhone.
Is it? But you didn't
Wewe
take
tunateseka hapo hivi na timer. Nani simu yake kwa ile time ya kukimbia? Si tumeshindwa ku whatever hours is just bringing some different
I'm sorry I didn't
things.
carry my iPhone today.
Yeah, that one has the best time.
You don't have timers.
I don't have
Okay.
timers.
Yeah.
Ndio hiyo watu wangu ni stopwatch, si timer mtu wangu.
It's a stopwatch.
We were looking for stop. Decided up there, Noni. Aya, 1, 2, 3, go.
And can I use both hands or just one?
What? I think that was too fast.
That was fast.
Noni, aya, dismantle, mama.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I guess Noni hacked it.
I didn't hack. Oh, you mean? Oh, I thought you meant hack. That's it. What do you mean?
Oh God.
It's not. It's
Aya, na mkono moja.
With one hand.
Yeah.
No,
you didn't tell me I
Kama ni mkono moja lazima Noni.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Noni atarudia. Okay, so just a minute. Wait. Reset. 1, 2, 3, go.
Wow.
You're being so decent.
That is what is going to kill you.
Still using. Oh no! I'm sorry. I used my other hand.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, good tried.
Good job.
Tutadivide yake by 2 because she's the guest.
That's not fair.
You know, Zula is very competitive. So Why are you skuming the muko?
You can pick one for me. We are here. Don't trust you. Don't trust you. I don't trust you, Jackie. See, I'm not cheating. I don't want to cheat.
Ukicheat Mungu anakuona.
And
We're ready.
can die.
1, 2, 3, go.
No, I've changed.
Oh no! Jesus.
Rula, nisikuona mejeleka zako Max.
Vikombe zimeruka huko. Zichukueni zimepungua. Jackie will have fewer cups.
Actually, it's only one.
Zimeanguka ngapi?
Can I repeat?
Ndio tupe hizo vikombe zingine. Aya, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie, viewers too will fall.
Zula kwa number 4 ready.
No, just disqualify me.
It's the same thing.
We already know who was lost.
Disqualify kuliko uniweke kwa category. Put me out.
When you loser.
Jackie, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
Jackie fall. I knew it. Imeanguka. She's disqualified. Push.
Bado kuna nimeanguka.
Yes.
Right time!
Yes.
I was seriously? We go at it again?
No.
Okay. Let's do it again then.
Kuna mtu hapa ametucheza. Nani ametucheza?
Nini,
Acha
what happened?
nikwambie.
This one used 2 hands.
Jackie, yake imeanguka, so please.
Yangu haijaanguka.
Can you have a rewind?
Kama moderator jaona.
Acha
She dropped like 4 cups.
Yes, no,
Coach.
4. Come on, guys.
Jackie dropped
Hii
like
game
4
imeishia
cups.
hapo. We are taking a break juu ya hii story. Watu ni they are cheating. They are
Our guest has
cheating.
won.
The
Our
guest
guest
has
has
won.
won.
She's not entertaining person. We'll be right back.
Duniani kuna watu mbalimbali, wengine waovu, wengine wazuri. Leo waweza kupendwa kama malaika, kisha kesho ujipate peke yako. Usibabaishwe na usife moyo, kwani Yesu yu hai, ako karibu nawe.
Yes, that's Shera with her amazing song. As you can see, she has an amazing voice. So back to you, Noni.
Yes, we have some great feedback on Facebook. We have Esperanza Mbide from Utawala who's already tuned in. He says to say big hello to our guest. We have LC Owino who says, hey ladies, you guys look amazing. I'm watching from Lucky Summer. Our guest is so beautiful. Has she done any collabos? Please say hi to her. And to my mom and bros, I'm sure they're watching. Hi to you guys. We'll come back to you on that one. Another one here did say, Penina Wahome, we're tuned in. The guest is so beautiful. Kuksi Kaogi says, looking good ladies, any collabos from Shera? We also have one who says, I really love her music, her sound is so unique. One did also say, Kalasbon did say, any advice to an upcoming artist like myself in the gospel industry? So let's go back to, and then there's several who are asking if you are single. We're going to come back to that one. I'll ask that question in particular. Let's go back to, yes,
Collabos.
any collabos?
Yeah, so actually my new song, well, it's a feature where you have somebody else, but still it's like 2 people, so I suppose you could call it a collabo.
Awesome. And then someone did ask about how you got into the gospel industry here. Has it been a process breaking into it for you? Have you encountered any challenges along the way?
100%. I think what I've come to know after a few years is that, you know, being a gospel musician, for me anyway, is just like any business or even when a church is starting, you know, like pastors have to work hard, they have to pray, they have to they do make mistakes, you know, baby steps. So I would say definitely I've had challenges. Yeah.
So are you dating? Before our life topic, we were asking about crazy ex. So before I asked about a crazy ex, we had a lot of people who says you're really cute and asked if you're dating.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm praying.
Hey, you told me the answer, so you can go slide in the
While you
DM.
pray,
Yeah.
have you ever had a crazy,
Crazy
ex?
ex.
Almost.
One who didn't go away.
Did I? Almost I did. I did, yeah. Yeah. So, but what I did eventually is I decided to slowly become friends. It wasn't the best thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'd just rather cut off and move on. But there's some people, if you do that to them, it really breaks them emotionally. They can become irrational. That's when you get crazy calls. I mean, people even get killed. Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
Hey.
So what I did is I slowly just started joking. You bro, stop disturbing. Bro, yeah, I mean, you bro, you know, kind of thing. And it took some time, but eventually my crazy ex mellowed out and eventually became my friend till this day, thank God.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, I'm always very careful about, and I learned that lesson, how you leave people, whether it's a friendship with anybody really, not even just an ex, any relationship. I've come to know that you should always try and leave things amicably as much as possible. Yeah, because you know, you don't even want that bad vibes. You know, sometimes people can have, okay, this is it, let me just try and summarize it. You see, when somebody's feeling pain, and that pain is for real, and maybe truly they've been wronged, you know, when they cry to God, even God can give them justice.
It's true.
And want you if you're the one that is the recipient of that justice. So I always say, I don't know, just try your best not to leave somebody in tears, broken, whatever. But at the same time, if you have a crazy ex, somebody told me pray about it. Yeah, she prayed about it. But just try and mellow things out. Though I know it can be hard because sometimes then they can interfere with your present relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the guy thinks, Kwani, you're cheating on me? And it just gets complicated.
And where can guys find your music?
Okay, so my social media handles are Shera.
Camera 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shera music, M-U-Z-I-K. Shera music. That's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter as well.
And could you please sing for us your new song as they play it?
Okay.
You're ending the show for us by doing that
sawa.
kind of manner. Guys, tutaonana next week. Tunawapenda.
Adios, amigos.
Adios, mi
Weekend
amor.
wabambe. Anyway, guys, tutaonana same time, same place, Monday. And remember to catch up on the repeats during the weekend, Saturday 11 to 1, Sunday 11 to 1. See you on Monday, same place, same time. Take it over.
See you on Monday. On Monday. Yeah. Monday.
Yeah. Just sing.
Okay. Oh, like live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're still here.
Okay. Takuishi yawe, ewe yawe, nikiwa nawe, mambo yote yako shwari, ukuu wako ulinganishwe na nini, wema wako wanishangaza. Lord, I will praise you night and day.